this. So yeah, welcome to the final week of 2021. And I really want to kick off the final week of 2021 by streaming from my all-time most favorite place to stream from, which is my home. Wow. To me, I'm telling you guys, to me, there's nowhere like home. Like anywhere in the world I may be living in, okay, my home is always my favorite place. Like I don't care about going out to see whatever the sights they are, whatever the interesting thing is. To me, the most interesting thing is my own home, always. Okay, and yeah, welcome to a new week. So nobody's on yet. Gotta wait for a bit, see who comes on, so that we can chat about. Oh, Elma, good evening, Elma. Welcome to the final week of 2021. Today I really want to hear from all of you guys as well. Let's make this a recap of 2021. How's everybody's 2021 was? Did 2021 like turn out the way you expected? How did you expect 2021 to be, and versus how it is today? Okay, last year this time, how did you expect 2021 to be? And right here, right now, today, what has it been? Okay, I mean, everybody, please, I'll share my stories, and I want to hear from everybody as well. Okay, let's make this a very interactive session. And yes, today I'm streaming from my most favorite place to stream from in the world, my home, where I don't have to care about crappy internet. I don't have to care about other people. I don't have to care about the weather being too cold. I don't have to care about the battery running out. Man, this is like boom. I love streaming from home, honestly. The more I stream, the more I do this live stream, the more I want to do this from home. Elma, I thought we'll be over this COVID stuff. Oh, okay. Most people do, yeah. Last year this time, I actually posted something. Everybody slammed me for it. I said, no, this 2021 is not going to be different. 2021 COVID is still going to be around, and COVID is going to be around for a long time to come. And then everybody slammed me. They went like, oh no, now that we have the vaccine, it's gonna be over within a year and everything. Everybody, oh, you are nonsense, you're non-scientific. But look at where we are today. When it comes to stock market prediction and prediction about a lot of things in the world, I usually get it right. Okay, and I always have the final laugh. Everybody will slam me for my conclusions always about the stock market, about the world, about COVID. I posted a lot of stuff about COVID when it first started, about why we need to learn to live with it, about why we need to adopt healthier lifestyle to build our own immunity, because basically we should look at it as flu got worse in this world, so we need to be stronger. But no, the world went the other way. Oh, we can fix this, we can get rid of this. This is as silly as saying we can fix the common flu, we can fix mosquitoes. This is just it didn't make any sense to me. But to these scientific people, I didn't make any sense. So today, 2 years after the pandemic, 2 years ago, 2019, like this time is when it was started. I stand ratified with all my conclusions. I stand ratified. Only thing I didn't stand ratified is this. The only thing that I didn't stand ratified is what I predict would be the impact on the stock market. I underestimated this thing called hope. Everybody hoped that back in 2019, everybody hoped that by the end of 2020, this will be over, right? And I'm telling you, who is hoping? Okay, even investors are hoping. Investors don't want to miss out if on a post-pandemic boom. We all know that after pandemic, there will be a stock market boom. Nobody wants to miss out. And therefore, they have been lifting the stock market all year. And then comes 2020, it didn't end. And then they say, okay, now that we know how to deal with the variance, now 2021 is when it ends. And therefore, investors continue to buy into this thing, which is why you see the stock market kept going higher and higher, despite the world economy, the global economy being in the worst state that it has ever been in almost a century. And now, hope can only last that long. I'm sorry, hope can only last. If a stock market boom that's built purely upon speculation or hope usually end very badly. And this is why I said over the past 3 days, I keep saying this, the 2022 is going to be a very harsh year economically, in the stock market, everywhere. 2022 is the year the truth of the impact of COVID hit the world finally. And it's a good thing. The longer you postpone this, the worse it gets. Because stock market goes through cycles. We've been postponing a bear market cycle for quite a number of years. Year 2000, year 2007, 2008, it all happened on time. But in 2014, when it was supposed to happen again, 2016, when it was supposed to happen again, it didn't. Okay, because ever since then, everybody has been artificially lifting the market. And you can only do that for that long until you run out of value, and then nobody's buying into the too high artificial price, and then you have to return to a more normal kind of price environment, and therefore it's a good thing. I see a stock market crash as a very good thing. You need a reset. This economic system right now is in dire need for a reset. See, in case you guys are wondering, what you call the modern economic system or the financial system is a completely self-sustainable system. Okay, whatever you call the economic system and the financial system is not a system which is self-sustainable in the long term at all. It is not. Anything that is built upon scarce resources and then hiked in value will not be sustainable. Okay, this is simple economics. So now, what happens is this, in such a system, in order to keep a system like this going, it needs to reset from time to time because it's not self-sustainable in its own nature. And this reset people call global recession, stock market crash, whatever the hell we call it, right? Happens about every 10 years. When I was in school, what we learned was every 10.6 years. But so far, not really on time. But anyways, so, this is the longest stock market talk I've ever given on the internet. So understand that this is a good thing, and this is something that has been built into the economic system itself. That it needs to reset from time to time by its very nature of being a non-self-sustainable system. Okay, Elmer, I thought you'd be around, but the shutdowns and mandates would end. No, the fear will not end until everybody. It will not get better until it get worse. Okay, this is like the truth of everything in the world. It will only get better after it get worse. But if you do not let it get worse, you will never get better. That is the problem. So everybody has been postponing. Everybody has been trying to hold off the worst end of the COVID pandemic, which is the global recession. Every government has been trying to hold that off. By doing this, by doing that, I'm sorry, if you keep holding it back, then this will never end. Okay, economically, it will never end. And therefore, whatever extreme methods you use to hold off such an outcome will never end as well. Elma, didn't think so many people so easily comply with taking experimental injections. Yeah. Shishis, namaskaram, shishis. Oh, that's my coffee. One coffee, that's it. I've been going on one cup of coffee a day for about 2 weeks, and my energy just soared. And when I used to have like 3 to 5 cups of coffee a day, my energy was crashing like crazy. So really, shishis, coffee is negative prana, right? You know the pranic diet, right? So coffee is negative prana, and 100% guys, I can attest to it. 100% I've experienced it. Coffee is negative prana, meaning coffee makes you weaker over time, not stronger. Coffee makes you sleepier over time, not more awake. Okay. Nurse Grace. Oh, Nurse Grace, hello. Wow, good evening, Nurse Grace from San Diego. Welcome to the final week of 2021. Well, hello from San Diego again. Thank you for good conversation to listen to. Happy holidays to you and the wife, and may she stay safe in her nursing work. Yep. My wife's doing really well. I really enjoying herself. Like right now is the golden time to be a nurse especially in New York, where so many nurses have quitted, and therefore right now, nurses are literally making more money than doctors right now. Man, my wife is enjoying herself. Telling you. Mooney, hello. Oh, first time I'm seeing this name, Mooney. Welcome to my live stream. In case you guys are new to my live stream, welcome. This live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, yes, I'm in Istanbul. It's cold, not so cold. It's a warm winter morning here in Istanbul, 13, 14 degrees Celsius. Yesterday was also about 13, 14 degrees Celsius. And I really want to kick off this year streaming from my most favorite place to stream from, which is my home. My home here in Nishantasi of Istanbul. This is a live stream where every morning I pretty much go to some place, grab a coffee, and then we chat about anything and everything in life. So if you like to listen to a chit chat, if you like the chit chat, join me every morning about 10:30 Turkish time. Right? Elma, I agree that it will get worse before it gets better. Yep. Yeah, we don't drink coffee, by the way. Occasionally, it's very important to watch what you eat. Yeah, exactly. I kind of like lately, as I deepen my spiritual practices, right? I'm at a point where I feel like, I've been doing this over many lifetimes, that like I've shared this before. Pretty much the same cycles, pretty much the same thing I've been doing. And I thought, like this time will be the end, but from the way I'm feeling internally, no. This time may not be the end. This time may just be yet another setup for the next time. And one very, very important reason why I feel that way is really this, is coffee. I was born into a heavy coffee drinking family. In case you guys didn't know, yeah, let me share with you my coffee history. I started drinking coffee as young as probably 3 or 4 years old. Why? Because back in those days, we lived in the mountains, okay? Me and my family, in a rural village in the mountain. And water wasn't great. Water don't taste great because we took water from wells, okay, when we were that young. Actually, this whole thing started way before me, yeah. And so they've been drinking from well. And therefore, in order to make that water taste good, what my grandparents did was they make coffee out of that water every single day for consumption. So I remember like huge flasks like this, huge flasks. Every morning my grandmother would make like 3 to 5 huge flasks like this, where the whole family will drink coffee all day long, like tea. Yeah. And that's when my coffee drinking started, where as early as I can remember, 3 or 4 years old, every day, all day long, all I drank was coffee. And I carried on this habit all the way to 3 weeks ago. So I was drinking 3 to 5 to 8 cups of coffee a day for 45 years. I was doing it. Yeah, or maybe 41, 42 years. Yeah. And therefore, honestly, I've been feeling within myself that some of my energy meridians are already damaged by coffee beyond repair. I can feel it. Certain places my energy just don't go. And if you don't get the energy flowing 100%, then you're still not gonna reach mukti. So I think this lifetime again, kind of screwed. So here's hoping and setting up for a better next lifetime. Famida, yeah, I'm new to your life. You're a very charming person. That's why I came to see you live. Oh, how do you find out about me, Famida? Oh, you'll be surprised, Famida, the kind of things I talk about in my live stream. Man, I don't talk. To some people, I don't talk human sense. To some people, I talk nonsense. But honestly, whatever I talk doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, it's just sharing energy. Just sharing energy. Yeah. It's just sharing some good vibes in this world so that other people can start with a good energy in their life. And when you See, in the end of the day, what you call a good mood or what you call motivation is all just a good energy. When you feel good, when you have a good energy, you feel good. When you feel good, everything is good. It's nothing to do with personality, motivation, all that nonsense. It's nothing about what you write on pieces of paper where you paste like this. You paste all over the place. Nothing to do with this kind of things. It's all energy, my friends. Be energy, my friend. And yeah, guys, this is the final week of 2021. And I really want to hear from all of you. This last year, this time, what you thought 2021 would be, and today, right here, today, by today, what has your 2021 been? Do share with me. And I've shared in the first 10 minutes of this live stream the longest stock market talk that I've ever done online. Okay, for 10 minutes I explained why next year's gonna be terrible, how the stock market works, and all that stuff in the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes is the longest stock market sharing I've ever done online. So if you're curious, you can rewind this live stream and watch the first 10 minutes again. Okay. Shish. The way you remember about past life doing the same, it seems like our behavior and way of living is actually ingrained in our souls and not brain. Of course it's in the souls and not brain. Brain is just a meatball that you're born with physically, and just a result of genetic physical makeup, you know. This is what you accumulate in this lifetime, but you accumulate a lot more from other lifetimes, which is what traditionally is called karma. And there are many different your karma is made out of many different things, like I've explained some time ago. There's internal karma and external karma. Internal karma is very complex. You have your genetic karma that has been handed down to you through your genes, that there's not even anything to do with your brain. Just a genetic makeup carries a lot of karma. And then your energy karma, or what you like to call soul. Of course, that is a complex issue. Souls are not as easy to understand, but I'll just call it energy. Energy karma carries the imprint from I can't call it previous life, because previous life is very hard to understand, but the previous lives that the energy have gone through. Because actually, within everybody, you have 4 different past lives. That means 4 different lines of past lives. Okay, what you call soul, which is the energy, is only 1 line. There's 3 other lines of past life. What you experience as you is not one thing. It's 4 different things, and you remove any one of these things, you don't feel like you're you anymore. Yeah, you. That's why all spiritual teachers says the same thing, that the you, what you feel to be you, is merely an illusion, because it really doesn't exist. What you feel so strongly, like I know who I am, don't even exist, because that concept is made out of 4 different parts. 4 different things come together to create that feeling of you that you adopted to be you. It's not even you, you know. It's the interplay of 4 different kinds of energies. Okay, I'm not going to go deep into this because today we're supposed to be doing a 2021 recap. Okay, Carl. So everybody, please share with me. Last year, this time, what do you expect 2021 to be? What do you expect your life in 2021 to be? And right here, right now, today, after 1 year, what happened? What changed? What's different? Share with me. Shit. That's why people do it. Incarcerated have same behavior, same habits, same goals. It's just like we have muscle memory. Maybe you have soul memory. Not maybe. 100% we do. 100% we have soul memory. That's what we call karma. If we don't have soul memory, in fact, I think I don't call it soul, by the way. Like I say, soul is made up of what you call soul is again a makeup of a few different things. It's not that easy to understand. It's not one thing, so it's not fair to call it soul. Okay, but I like the term soul memory. It's a good way of explaining what of it's a better term for karma. I think karma is a completely misused and mistranslated term these days. McNamara, video tour of an apartment. Okay, we'll do a tour of my apartment later on, towards the end of this live stream. So do stay tuned. This will be the big cookie. Nurse Grace, I just didn't think 2021 would fly by as fast as it did. By far the quickest year in my life. Oh, everything has 180 in my life since this time in 2020. But did you expect all these changes in your life over the past 1 year? Nurse Grace? Nurse Grace, yes. And I agree. Any life is all about energy. Everything is. Yep. Everything is energy. All different forms of the interplay of complex forms of energy is what creates the illusion of life. Ultimately, life is an illusion, okay? Because I can shut down a few simple things in you and you'll completely not feel the existence of life. And I'm talking scientific stuff, okay? I'm not even talking about like spiritual or kind of like mystical stuff. I always talk science, you know. Tressa Wheel from St. Martin's, good morning. Welcome to the final week of 2021. So today we're doing a sharing, okay, of how you expected 2021 to be and how 2021 turned out to be for all of you. Okay, do share with me. And if you missed it, during the first 10 minutes of this live stream, I shared my prediction for the world and the stock market for 2022. The longest stock market talk I've ever done online, 10 minutes. So if you missed it, rewind to the first 10 minutes and watch it again, where I explain what I think 2021 is going to be like and how this whole economic system really works, okay? I expected full lockdowns and stuff in 2021. It's been pretty much the same, but flights were open for some time. But what's your life? I know what's happening in the world. I'm talking about what happened to your life. What do you expect your life to be and what happened in your life? Yeah. Not in the external environment. I know what happened. You know, we all know what happened with COVID over the past 1 year, right? What we're talking about is what do you expect your life to be, you know, in 2021 and what changed your life. Good morning, Crystal Moon from Churchill, New Zealand, and welcome to the final week of 2021. Oh, Laura from Prague. Good morning, Laura. For those of you who just joined me, welcome. This is the final week of 2021, and we're doing a recap of 2021. Okay, last year this time, what do you think is gonna happen in your life? Okay, this in 2021, and now that we have come to this year this time, what has happened? What changed? What do you learn? Share with us. And okay, so for me, honestly, in 2021, by today, my life turned out completely different from how I expected. Completely different. That's why, again, no, I make no plans. Whatever plans I make is just nonsense, you know. So last year this time, I was already in Istanbul. So I already know I'm in Istanbul because I'm already in Istanbul last year this time. And actually, I expected by this year this time, I should have fought 3 major MMA tournaments, and right now I should be preparing for world championships in February next year. So right now, in my original plan right now, I should be a full-time fighter. I should have fought several tournaments in Serbia, across Europe and in Turkey, and I should be preparing for world championships in February right now. Okay, but injury happened 6 months ago, still painful, and I had to give up all that. But on the other hand, I started this live stream. This live stream started only because I was too injured to train and kind of have nothing better to do. So from a full-time fighter, I became a full-time live streamer. This is how big a change my life has been in 2021, right? So what about you guys? Share with me. Hello, May from Singapore. Welcome. Good afternoon, Singapore. And today, welcome to the final week of 2021. And we're doing a recap, okay, of 2021. What did you, last year this time, what do you expect your life in 2021 to be like? And right here, right now, what has it been? Share with me. I just shared how my life has changed, how my life has been different from my plan. Last year this time, I would not imagine that this year this time I'm sitting here doing this live stream. Last year this time, I would not have imagined I'm doing this live stream. Okay, that's how different my life has become. And also, for those of you curious about my stock market predictions for 2022, I did the longest stock market talk that I've ever done online in the first 10 minutes of this video, where I explain my prediction and I explain how the stock market really works. So you can rewind and watch that, or watch that again after this live stream. Okay, and for those of you curious about my apartment, I will do an apartment tour towards the end of today's live stream. So stay tuned to the end if you are curious to see my apartment. For me now, I was just seeing Christmas lights in Seoul through YouTube. Oh, but suddenly I thought about autumn in Seoul, so I searched it and found a video they shared. I see. Yeah, that part. You know, I made a video on every single season of Seoul, and only that video is the most popular. I don't know why. Only that autumn, the autumn of 2019 video is the most popular. I don't know why. But right now I'm in Istanbul. This Monday morning here in Istanbul. And it's a winter here in Istanbul, but not so cold today. About 13-14 degrees Celsius. Yesterday was also similar. But over the past week, it has been like 0 to 5 degrees Celsius every day. So quite cold over the past week. Waiting for some sharing on how is your 2021 been like so far. Guys, remember, this is a chit chat show. This is not a talk show. No? I don't do all the talking. You guys do half the talking. Yeah. You don't only have like muscle memory. The memory system of the human body is so incredibly complex, and of course, it's all been described in the in the Yoga Sutra and the Kama Sutra. Yeah? So it's nothing new. But the thing is this: you not only have your brain memory. I call this even the brain memory is two parts. You have a subconscious memory and a conscious memory. Okay, that's already two. And then your muscle memory, genetic memory, cellular memory. Yes, every single cell in the body has a memory. Not your memory is not just here. Yeah. So all of these memories intertwine to give you a feel of what you think life is. And this system is called is the system of karma that has been deeply described in Hinduism. Exactly this. And therefore, from here you can see that we inherit memories from past life from many different sources. Your past life is your mother and your father. Your past life is your grandparents. And your grandparents' past life are their father and mother and their grandparents as well. You are literally your father and mother right now. If your father and mother is born the day you're born, they'll be exactly like you right now. You're not very unique when it comes to genetic memory. Basically, when you inherit a body, you are just somebody immortalizing themselves. You're just this father and this mother millions of years ago immortalizing themselves to today. You're still living this. Exactly, they are still living in. They are not living in you. They are exactly you. You are them. They are your past lives as well. So that's one level of past life. And then there's energetic past life, where you inherit your energy system from. And then your, okay, I'm not gonna go deeper because it's gonna start to sound very mystic, but this whole system of memories, okay, is what you call past lives. Good morning, B. Good afternoon, B from Singapore. Welcome to the final week of 2021. Today we're doing a recap of 2021. Yeah. What was your life like last year this time? And today, right now, has your life unfolded the way you expected last year this time? And or if it's different, how different? Share with me. I shared my story, but nobody wants to share their story. Like I say, this is a chat show, and then nobody wants to chit chat with me, nobody wants to share with me, and then that's it, I end. Again, no guys, this is not a talk show, okay? This is a chit chat show. In case you're used to just leaving a live stream on your table and just listening and not engaging, and this is not the live stream for you. Please go watch someone else's live stream, I gave my recap of how my year has been, what I expected my life to be this year, last year this time. I've even shared my longest sharing about the stock market, okay, in the first 10 minutes of this live stream, where I share my entire prediction for the 2022 economic situation and how the stock market works in the first 10 minutes. So if you guys are wondering, okay, you can rewind to the first 10 minutes for my longest ever on video talk about the stock market. DCM, good afternoon, DCM from Singapore. So I gotta take more action. Take more action about what? But yeah, you guys wondering what my prediction for the stock market is for 2022 and the reasons behind it and the reasons behind the reasons, I gave my longest stock market talk that I've ever done online, okay, the first 10 minutes. So rewind and watch that. And I also shared how my life has been different over the past 1 year. What I was expecting last year this time versus what happened so far. I've shared that. And also, towards the end of this live stream, I'll bring you guys on a tour around my apartment as well. So stay tuned to the end, right? And yeah, let's hear from all of you. This final week of 2021. Life is about the same. About the same is a good thing, by the way. Boring is good, I always tell people, especially in the stock market, I always tell my students this, that losing is exciting, winning is boring. This applies to everything in life. Winning in life is boring. It's only exciting when you're losing. Why? Because winning is consistency. It's good old boring consistency. And losing is boom, boom, up, down every day. You okay? Laura, my 2021 was about learning and applying one thing when things goes wrong, and there is nothing for me to change, Learn what is to learn with the right positive energy, not focusing mainly on getting. Learning about, but no, like Laura, what do you expect your life in 2021 to be like last year this time? And how did it turn out? B, same job, taking care of kids. Yeah. B, consistency and boring. You're winning in life when it's like this. Okay. Consistency. Winning is boring. Losing is exciting. This year, my life was this year. Oh, then if you're winning or losing right there. Winning is boring, losing is exciting. Applies to the stock market, applies to options trading, applies to everything in life, okay? Famida, my 2021 was challenging and I met some troubles in this year, which was really hard for my patience. It just changed many things in my life. I thought 2022 will also be challenging. Well, like I shared during the first 10 minutes of this video, 2022 might turn out to be one of the most challenging year anyone has ever experienced in probably a century. It's gonna be the worst year, worse than 2000, worse than 2008, in my opinion. Nurse Grace, thank you for great conversation. Have a blessed and lovely day. Good night from San Diego. Good night, Nurse Grace. Thanks for coming on. Haven't seen you in quite a few days. Thanks for sharing, Famida. Thanks for sharing, Laura. DCM, I thought the crash already happened. No. Something that's only 1 week is not a crash. You see, last week, that 1 week dip, yeah, they call it the pandemic crash. Nonsense. A real economic recession, a real market crash is something that's backed by a real economic recession. So you need to see real impact in the economy. It's not just a stock market thing. Okay. So we have not seen a real economic recession along with a real market crash since 2008. The last two times was 2000 and 2008. Okay. Where you see global recession, and this time round, you're not seeing the last year, February, what you call the pandemic crash, didn't have any of the signs of being a crash, which is why I speculate that is just what I call an intermediate correction. It's just a correction where investors who are still hopeful jump in on the better prices. It's no market crash at all. A market crash is not where people jump in on better prices. A market crash is everybody throwing out no matter what the price is. That's going to come when the false hope of a post-pandemic boom disappears completely by next year. There's only this long you can keep hope up like that. There's only this long that you can hold up the market on hope. And DCM, I'm like, why would it happen again? I explained in the first 10 minutes of this video. Please check it out. The first 10 minutes, I explained in far more detail why I think 2022 is gonna not happen again. Okay, like I said, it's not say happen again. Last year was not a crash. What I'm talking about is a real crash. At least 1 year in length, real economic consequences, people losing their jobs, companies shutting down, values deflated, that kind of thing. Real economic recession, not a 1 week stock market drop and then back up to new highs again. There's no crash. This is why it's so important to be involved in the stock market if you have the necessary academic background to understand what's going on. Everybody was calling last year a crash. Come on. They don't even know how a crash is defined academically. In fact, a real crash must come on the back of a real recession. And real recession, there are proper economic indications for that, and you're not gonna learn it in a kopitiam. Okay, that's why I keep saying, winning the stock market is not just about just buying and selling. Then what the hell we learn in 6 years of college? Yeah. If it's that easy, why we go through 6 years of college to learn? So nothing else. Wow, everybody's 2020, 21 has been like so nothing else. So nobody has anything else to share, and I really nothing else to talk about. So let's do the apartment tour and end then. Okay, so here's my living room. See, I didn't expect to do an apartment tour, so I didn't actually clean up my room at all. But that's where I make my videos, play my games, do my work. So I just bought that yesterday. That's my Christmas present for myself. And to look at my living room. Actually, this table used to be in the middle of the room, but I removed everything. I cleared out this area, padded it so that I can do my martial arts practice here. And then boom, that's what my laundry. See, I'm not ready to show you guys. I have my laundries everywhere. See, even my dirty clothing all over all over. I bought this to practice my swordsmanship a few days ago. And this one bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. So next bedroom again, super messy. And then we have a bathroom, a kitchen, and even today I'm soaking. Yeah, this is actually pretty much what I have for lunch. Peanuts and walnuts soaked in water. As you can see, I haven't even done my dishes. And yeah, so here's my apartment. This is actually a service residence, not even really an apartment. It's a hotel. As you can see, all this are all hotel kind of dressed up thing. Yeah, hotel style. Because this is a hotel. This is actually a service residence hotel. It's not really a private apartment. So that's why everything is like hotel standard here, and I get a housemate cleaning up my house as often as I would like, but I like to keep it to once a week. Yeah. So that's my house tour. B, interesting to do a recall. Great, apartment tour is fun. DCM can show the notes. Why would you want to see the notes? These notes are just all my video ideas. Yeah, B, this is a hotel, so you have housemates cleaning, and every week they change the bed sheet, they change the towels, they change the bed sheet, they change the comforter sheets and everything. It's basically hotel standard. It's basically a hotel. So they change as often as you like, they will change, but I keep it to once a week. Change up all my sheets, clean up the whole house, even do my dishes. I leave my dishes like that because they do my dishes. Arobax. How much does the rental cost? Not high, 8,000 lira. Okay, this is 8,000 lira a month. But this is very expensive for Turkish standard, yeah, because a Turkish apartment twice this size will be like what, 2,000 lira average in this area. So this is about 4 times the price of an average apartment. But in terms of US dollars, this is super cheap. In terms of US dollars, this is like what, 800 US dollars? No, lately maybe 700 US dollars. So it's super cheap for me actually. B, I guess not cheap but very comfy. It's super cheap for me because of the low lira. Because of how low the lira is against the US dollar, is super cheap for me. That's why I really like Istanbul as a foreigner making US dollars. Right now Istanbul is heaven. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, it sounds like I'm like taking advantage of and ripping off Turkey for it, but no, I don't see it that way. Okay, I'm contributing to the economy of Turkey. They really need this contribution right now. And yeah, it's not expensive. Like I keep saying, no, my lifestyle is not expensive at all. Everything, my lifestyle is very expensive. No, you can live like this very cheaply. Like in the end of the day, right? I think my monthly expense is probably only about 1,500 US dollars. I live a very simple life. I make after rental, my monthly expenses here in Istanbul is probably only about 1,500 US a month. Yeah, I live a very cheap life. McNamara, you got residential permit. Yep, that's how I here in this is second year in Istanbul already. B, okay, different pockets, different views. Yeah, exactly. But to Turkish people, this is very expensive. Very, yeah, insane expensive. Right now, the kind of like the middle class pay, the average middle class pay of here in Turkey is only about 5,000 6,000 lira, by the way. So this apartment costs more than their entire month's pay for average Turkish salary. Arabic 700 a month. Yeah, 8,000 lira. Yeah, cheap, right? What kind of residential permit is easy to get in Turkey? Well, they have this thing called the ikamet. Okay, actually you can just Google online. Yeah, it's very easy to get. So that's why like that's why I keep saying Istanbul is still my most favorite city in the world because it fulfills all five criteria I look for in a city. Okay, and the most important is this, when it's first world clean and safe, it's really cheap. But Istanbul is first world clean and safe and it's cheap. I don't know this combination in any other city in the world. In any other city in the world, you pay for the clean and safety. Like Singapore, clean and safe but not cheap. Korea, clean and safe, not cheap. Uh, Japan, clean and safe, very not cheap. But America, not clean, not safe. Not America, New York, not clean, not safe, but very expensive. So just by ranking these three criteria, you see different levels, and you see I don't know any other cities in the world that I've not lived in any other cities in the world that is clean and safe and cheap. I don't know. I really don't know. Some people tell me like maybe Portugal is one such country or something. Maybe even Prague. I'm not sure. But is it Istanbul kind of cheap? Now Istanbul is so cheap now versus the US dollar that a venti americano, a Starbucks venti americano, okay guys, Starbucks venti americano here because of the lira is only $1.20 US dollars. It went down to about 80 cents US dollars at one time. Yeah. Yeah. This is like 1/5 the price of Starbucks in New York. And half the price of roadside street side coffee in New York. Rachel Planner. Oh, good afternoon, Rachel from Singapore. Hi, Limpeh. For small fry employees like us, what can we do with the market crash? Keep cash. If we retrench, just have to find a job. Yeah. For non-investment professionals, keep cash. That's the best thing you can do. Start saving cash. Save up cash. Save a lot of money. That's what. And then wait for good times again. That's pretty much the only thing you can do. Some people tell you to buy gold, buy silver. That's nonsense. That's a whole different topic altogether. Even gold and silver, they are right now commoditized, and therefore their prices will move pretty much in step with general asset prices, which means if in a recession and stock market crash, gold and silver is not likely to do well either. Be easy to semi-retire. I don't even understand what you guys mean by semi-retire and retire. What do you mean by semi-retire? I don't understand. Aerobags, very interesting, bro. Wow, glad you found it interesting. B, the Islamic touch is what makes the difference. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I love the Islamic touch here. Very exotic, very compassionate, very inclusive, very spiritually happy people. Yeah, I see it. I do see it a lot. DCM, it still costs a few cents, so no. Oh, I don't know what costs a few cents. McNamara from Egypt, is it? Is it? Have you been to Bursa? I've not been anywhere. Okay. In fact, I've only ever been in my area of Istanbul. I've not even been to the Constantinople area of Istanbul. I'm not a traveler. I don't travel. Even when I was in Paris, I didn't go to Champs-Élysées nor the Eiffel Tower at all. I'm not a traveler. I'm a lifestyler. I go to a country to live the life, not to travel. I almost don't travel. I don't do any touristy things. Not curious. B, being Islamic country yet very friendly with dogs. That's not what I'm familiar with. Yeah, exactly right. This Turkey has a European style is what I call European style Islam. Just like what you like just like you get like you guys can't relate to such examples, so I'm not even going to mention. Rachel, what about NFTs and crypto stuff? You don't know, and you don't know, stay out. That's what I keep telling everybody. If you don't know something, stay out. In this world, there is a Chinese saying, 隔行如隔山, means a means another career's thing to you is as far as behind a mountain, something like that, meaning if it's not a specialty, don't try. I keep telling people, stock market is for professionals. We spent 6 years in college learning this stuff for a reason. If you guys can, without going through 6 years of college that I did, and win in the stock market, what then it's not, then this world is not fair. I'm telling you, this world is fair. So if you're not an investment professional, don't do any form of investment. The only form of investment for non-professional is buying your house. That's all. Okay, this is my most honest sharing, and this is nothing. No fake investors will share. It takes a lot of knowledge to make it in the stock market, and we got that knowledge the hard way. What makes anyone think that without this knowledge now you can make it in the stock market or any form of investment? Don't be dreaming. It's for a non-investment professional to say they can make it in the stock market. It's like me saying that I can become an engineer tomorrow. Like it's like me saying I can fix my own laptop tomorrow. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I just 隔行如隔山. I don't have the specialized knowledge for fixing my own laptop. So what makes anyone think they can do the complex financial engineering required to win the stock markets when you don't even know the term financial engineering? Yeah. So don't try, don't try. I was accountancy and then going on to economics. I think a major in economics or even a minor in economics is actually very important, and also at least a major in a finance related faculty is important as well. B, semi-retire, say you want to go there and live half a year. What semi-retire? I don't know what semi-retire means. No, B, I'm sorry, I don't you these days people cook up all kind of weird terms, like semi-retire or even retire. I don't even know what retire even means. So I really don't know what that means. For actually, there's a lot of choices here in Turkey. Just Google. All your answers are there. All these are open information. B, just live there and take life easy, not working, maybe take some courses. That's what semi-retired means. So why isn't that retired? I really don't understand how you guys cook up these terms, because I see the definition of these terms all contradicts each other. Because what you just described, be able to do whatever you want, or for however long you want, that sounds to me like retired. So what's the difference between semi-retired and retired? I don't understand this. I don't understand what this whole concept means. B, a few years later I might reach that state. Oh well, work, yeah, then 恭喜恭喜. But I just don't know what state that is in the first place, or that if it's something you need to reach in the first place. I think my question is, why can't you just do it like right now? Why a few years later? I don't understand this. DCM, I already commented. Retire means people don't work and do whatever people want, can play. That means I'm retired. But I've never worked. You know, to me, how I grew up understanding retirement is you work all your life, and then after that, one day you get retrenched, and then you're too weak and old to work anymore, you're called retired, you know. But these days, people use this term like for all kinds of different definitions. Then, you know, like DCM, according to your definition, I'm retired. But how can I be retired, right? Doesn't make any sense, right? I think that there's a lot. There's this definition. There's something very wrong with this definition. B, may need to go back to work. Retire, probably not planning to work anymore. You know, B, let me share with you the harsh truth of this world. Huh? There's no such thing as not planning to work anymore. Even Bill Gates works. Even Mark Zuckerberg works. What makes you think that you, an ordinary person down the road who's nowhere near that level, can ever say you don't work? And I don't know why you would not want to work. Give you, you know, let me put you on the beach of Miami for not say 1 year, for 3 months, and I force you to not do anything. I force you to not check email. I force you to not work anything. For 3 months, you freak out. We human, we need to work something, you know. This illusion and fantasy about not working, right, and not living a productive life is actually very anti-life, by the way. It's not the way we human beings are set up. Huh? We can be free and everything, but wherever we are, however free we are to do whatever we want, we still want to do something that is contributing to this world, and that is work. This live stream is work. This live stream is hard work. So why am I doing it? Eventually, there's no such thing as not working. You need to understand this. Too many people live under the illusion that one day I will stop working. Understand that that's just an illusion. It's a pure fantasy. Human life don't work like that. You're chasing the rainbow when you think like that. Very dangerous thought. Very dangerous illusions. B, now cannot lie. I have responsibilities now. But I don't know your situations in life, but I've seen plenty of people who live my lifestyle with kids. Like my friend Colin, if you have been watching my live stream, I know this guy, this English guy here in Turkey. He has daughter and everything, and he's living all around the world as well. Okay, and I say everything is all about your belief. You believe life must be like that. You believe this thing must be done like this and only like this. Then okay, then it's always going to be like that. When I tell you the truth is this: anything in life can be done a million ways. There's endless number of ways to do any single thing. So any number of ways you can raise a family. Basically, in the end of the day, it's not no choice. The end of the day is you made one choice and you don't want any other choice. That is the real problem. Rachel, do you think Tianzhu are useful for doing what those sellers are? No? Oh, nothing external is useful for anything. Everything you need is inside. You never needed anything from the outside to do anything. Except food, of course. Food does play a very big role. But other than food, if you're still eating meat, if you're still not eating prana food, it doesn't matter what you wear, what you buy, what you listen to, what you smell. None of these things matter. These are the most basic thing. Get the basic thing right first, you know. Famida, I want to know how Turkey's native language. Yeah, it's Turkish language. As is the, do they use a common for? No. Turkish language. Famida, Turkish people speak Turkish language, which is a completely unique language. You can Google or YouTube for plenty of videos on Turkish language. B, the Turkish race is not a multi-racial hodgepodge. You know, of course there are multiple races, but there is the Turkish race as well. Yeah. B, I will have social connection but not economically active to earn a living. Now, again, just mark my words. Everything you said here is just an illusion or a fantasy. By the time you reach that state, I bet you'll still be doing some work. I bet you'll still be economically and socially active. This because that is the natural state of being a contributing and active, productive human being. Work is important. Like I said, even this live stream, this is work. For me, this is work. NDU, I think Japanese has this word ikigai. Ikigai is like your mission in life, okay? But I don't believe in this thing called ikigai. And nobody should believe in ikigai because it narrows your life and your thinking into a very narrow channel, into a very limited world. I'm all about breaking this kind of limits. I'm all about complete liberation of the human spirit. All right, that means getting rid of limiting beliefs. Any belief that says I am this, I am good for this, I am this kind of person, I am good for this kind of thing only. This is my mission in life. This is my purpose in life. This is my passion. All these beliefs are all limiting beliefs that cuts you out from other possibilities. When life doesn't work like that, life is free flow, super free flow. Life can manifest anything you want, as long as it allows you allow it to. But sadly, what I see around in other people's life is they don't allow life to happen to them. They simply don't. They reject life. And I see that a lot in first world countries like Singapore, like Korea, like Japan, where life comes, you reject. Say no, this is my life. No, this is what I do. No, this is what I'm about. And they reject the better things that come along in life. When life is flowing, they reject life. I see that a lot in these countries. B, not so easy to live anywhere in the world. Again, like I say, B, all these are just limiting beliefs. I've seen plenty of people, and honestly, even this thing called risk, how do you define risk? What is risk? What is risk? Or is risk simply a feeling of fear that is undefined, that's just lurking around, that is just an emotion, that's not even a real thing? What is risk? How do you even define risk? Of course, there's a proper way to define risk academically, and I know. But for all of you, those of you who are not financially trained, and you talk about risk all day long, what exactly is risk to you? You don't know what risk is. This is as much as I can tell you. What most people call risk is simply some kind of fear, fear stemming from limiting beliefs about changing any little thing in their life. Oh, if I change this little thing, it's risky. But what's the risk? They don't know. It's just a fear. It's just holding on to old lifestyles, old beliefs. That's all it is. That's all it is. Everything you call your life right now is just a made-up imagination, because life happens. Life is just life. Life is existential. You as a creature on this earth, free to roam, free to eat, free to do whatever the hell. All right, that's life. The natural state of life. Everything else is in here only. It's just the story world. Like I always say, story world versus real world. Most people live exclusively in the story world, and when you live exclusively in the story world, all you see is limitations. If I change this thing about my life, there's a risk. Oh, if I want to do this, I need to wait 3 years. If I want to do that, I need to wait 10 years. All these are stories, ultimately untrue stories. All these things stem from you believing in only one structure and one very limited road in life, and then seeing a destination, like you want this, but you try to put this thing you want along this road, that only very narrow road that you believe in trying to fit this thing that you want along this road. I'll tell you, you always fit very far down the road. Why? Because it doesn't fit your model in the first place. You will always fit a few years later, and then a few years later nothing changes, and then you say a few years later. Why? Because you're trying to fit an something that is outside of your very limited belief of life into your very limited belief of life and the structure itself. A fixed structure ultimately. Okay. But of course, most people will defend this idea so hard they will kill other people to defend this idea. So I don't want to push this idea too hard. Just understand that it's sad to see people living very limited lives because of just an idea. And like I said, my entire live stream and my entire teaching is all about breaking all these structures, breaking every single structure of bondages, identifications, limiting beliefs to realize the true liberated state of living, which I personally have achieved and attained. And therefore, I'm sharing it with you guys that nothing you believe to be true in your life right now is actually true. Nothing you believe to be I cannot give up is actually really like that. Life is very fluid. If you allow life to happen, life is very dynamic, very fluid. Most people reject life. It is very sad. I see that a lot. Most people, 99% of people reject life. They reject life and they tell life in the face, no, even if God comes down right in front of them and say, I'm going to give you something better. You know what these guys will do? I'm sorry. I want this. I don't want what you will have. That's what people will do. B, gotta go catch up on this later. Yeah, thanks for joining, Elijah. Good morning, Elijah. Welcome to the final week of 2021. And for those of you who just joined me, I just shared my prediction for 2022. And I gave the longest stock market talk online that I've ever done in my life in the first 10 minutes of this video, where I explain why next year is going to be terrible and how it all works. So if you are curious, rewind to the first 10 minutes and watch that. And also somewhere around the 20th minute, I shared over the past 1 year, how have my life changed and how last year this time I expected my life to be this way, but right here, right now, my life is completely different. You know, really in the span of 1 year, everything can change. And I shared that. So share with me, okay guys, let's do a recap on this final week of 2021. Last year this time, what did you expect yourself to be or become by today? And what by today have you become? What are the changes? Share with me. And just now, we even took a tour of my apartment. That's around the 45th minute time. So these are the three major things that happened on this live stream today. In case you guys missed it, do rewatch. Quite an interesting live stream today. Rachel Planet. What do you think of career coaching or other interventions that we can explore to guide us in the right direction? Do you think ourselves are our best guide? I don't know what career coaching is, by the way. I don't understand why. I hear this term a lot lately, career coaching, life coaching. I don't know what these things are. Never been in touch of this about these things before. I don't know what career coaching and life coaching is all about, so can't comment. But like I said, everything you need to learn about life is all inside. So you need to look for a teacher that can help you explore what's inside. That's all you need. Look for a master or teacher who can help you to explore what's inside. Not going onto the road of divination or all about numerology, tarot. No, all this thing does nothing for you. Okay, all your answers and your life transformation is in here. It's nothing outside. If there's anything, if you're, Rachel, you seems to be on a very wrong path, that you seems to keep exploring or keep thinking that there is something you can get outside to achieve what you want inside. You keep exploring in that direction. I see the trend now. It doesn't work this way. Nothing outside do anything for you inside. Okay. Of course, I'm like being very hyperbolic here. People can challenge that. You get some benefit from this, that. But ultimately, from what I've experienced, all these so-called benefits are very fringe benefits that do not result in a real transformation. What you need is a transformation, not information. Not information from numerology, not information from tarot. You need transformation from inside. And you need a teacher to guide you on the path inwards. Not continue to seek from the outside, but seek from the inside. That is the key. Everything you need to live and realize yourself as a proper human being, to realize the core humanity that's always been in you, everything you need to learn about everything in life, like everything that I know, I didn't read from anywhere. It's all in here. And you want to talk science? Millions of years of information contained within your subconscious mind and your genetic memories. So if only you know how to access it. And it's not hard. It's not hard to do. But I'm sorry, it's something you can only do for yourself. It's nothing you can buy. There's no pill you can pop. There's no instrument you can buy and just wear it and then you're there. No, there's no shortcut. The journey inwards is a journey you have to take alone. And you need someone to guide you towards that. That's all you need. Ultimately, all the personality tests, the numerology, all these things are nonsense the moment you realize your inner being, right? The moment that you just realize, become aware, and be able to control certain part of your karma structure, all these things become irrelevant. Personality becomes irrelevant. You can become any personality you want. Any personality that the situation calls for to handle the situation, you can adopt. You become very fluid. So when you become that fluid, personality test doesn't mean anything anymore. And when your karma becomes this loose, numerology, tarot, and all these things stop working for you anymore. So what's the point? This total control, you can get this total control. This total control that is outside and independent of all these outside definitions is in here. We have total absolute control of everything, actually. That's not to say that I've achieved total absolute control. I'm still on the way. But even at my level, which is very low level, I've experienced a lot of things you guys would call miracles, okay? So ultimately, Rachel, there is only one right direction. There is no the only right direction is this direction. It's inwards. It's not this. It's this. It's inwards. Inwards is the only right direction. Rachel Planets, thank you. I'm asking not only for me, but I gather from what some of my friends are exploring through though. Too many people who do not understand the true call of what spirituality means. They search from the outside to deal with what is on the inside. That will never work. For most people who are spiritually unaware, of course, their first reaction and their first instinct is to search on the outside to fix what's in the inside. It cannot be helped. And that's why I know the condition of mankind, this is normal. Yeah? When you don't know the way in, you look for everything on the outside. And therefore you see a lot of this kind of nonsense exists in the world today. But once you understand the way in, that all of these things become pure nonsense. All of these things become pure nonsense that are completely no bearing on your life whatsoever. Right now, on this live chat, so many people have tried to guess my so-called horoscope, and nobody has been able to got it. Nobody got my horoscope right so far after so long. Everybody tries to guess my horoscope. Nobody got it right. Why? Because I'm loose enough from my karma structure to not be governed by my horoscope anymore. Horoscope is ultimately a way of predicting your karma trajectory. It works for people who are very deeply controlled by their karma. But when you're just slightly loose from the karma, no karma. No karma means Buddha, okay? But you're just slightly loose from your karma. Already all these things don't work for you. Anna Capri from Italia. Welcome to the final week of 2021. I'm going to continue to learn how to say no to others. Ah, nice. I always wanted to be accepted, but now I see it's too costly for my own self-confidence. Nice. Very good awareness. Very good awareness, Anna. Yeah. Saying no is self-love and self-respect. Being selfish, what most people call selfish, is the kindest thing you can do to the world before you're in a real state of being capable of giving. I don't even think I'm in at the state of being capable of real giving yet, honestly. And therefore I really think most people are not actually in a state capable of true giving. Everybody's giving is attached to something, so it's all karma. You're building more and more karma for yourself, meaning what? Building more and more complications in the world for yourself. It's entangling ultimately for most people. Most people need to learn to be selfish. That's the solution for the world. The problem in this world today is everybody think they can fix the world by fixing other people, and therefore you see all the mess in this world today. And in the end of the day, right, the most futile thing to look for in the world is to be accepted by anything. You know why? This is my experience. I'm saying my experience is, once you start to travel often enough, long enough away from home, and you start to realize that you don't live in a place long enough or do something long enough to build certain kind of connection with people that you really care, that really bothers you. Then in the end of the day, like if you spend enough time in the forest or mountains or away from people, or just being in many countries like I do over extended period of time, then you realize that whatever people accept or not has completely no impact on your life at all. That has been my experience, that whether people accept me or not has zero bearing in my life, because I know, oh, you don't accept me, it's fine, because in a couple of years or even maybe tomorrow I'll be off in another place anyway, so it doesn't matter if you accept or not. It ultimately is your own business. To me, it has no real existential impact in my life at all. And that from this experience I realized that this thing called social acceptance is just an illusion, just something people spend too much time worrying about that is not even so existentially real. Spend too much time chasing this illusion of acceptance. Rachel, yes, agree. Inner introspection is more important. Yep. And horoscope is toxic. Yeah. Horoscope is, the implications of horoscope is actually quite deep, by the way. And one of the deepest implications of horoscope is that sometimes it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And this is scientific, by the way. Because someone tells you your life is going to be like that, and therefore subconsciously you play it out like that. So that's the other thing about horoscope that is very dangerous. Horoscope maps your karmic trajectory. That's what it does. Okay. But it can also become a self-fulfilling prophecy regardless of your karmic trajectory. So that's even worse. It becomes manipulative. DCM. What if I cannot enter the uni courses because I passed? I don't know. Is your life your life? Fix your own life. I make a very terrible life coach, by the way. I don't even know what life coaching is. I doubt anyone can coach anyone's life. That's my belief. I don't know what life coaching is about. I've never seen a life coach in my life before. I don't know anyone who is a life coach. But I believe nobody has a solution for anybody's life. What I say right here, right now, is all nonsense to all of you, by the way. It may or may, in fact, I don't think anything I say applies to any of your lives. If it applies in part and not as a whole, then it doesn't apply. Nothing applies in its parts either. So everybody's life is unique. Right here, I'm just sharing I'm just trying to share energy and open up minds to basically just showing people that there's a lot more to life than what you think. That's pretty much all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to teach you how to live your life. So don't ask me for specific advice about how you should live your life, because I don't know your life. I don't know your situation. I can never give you a proper advice about your life. Anna Capri. You started accepting the goods and bads of your horoscope sign. No uniqueness. Mm. But by the time you get by the time you get to a certain awareness of your, for lack of better words, English is such a bad language for this thing. But once you get in touch deep enough, not even deep enough, just slightly, as long as you're slightly aware, and all these things start to fade into the wind. You know how a clutch in a car works. Clutch, when the clutch is connected, your wheel is fully connected to the engine, yes. But if the clutch is just slightly loose, then the wheel is no longer fully connected to the engine. That's how it works. That's the relationship between karma and your life. Wow, I thought I wanted to end this like 45 minutes ago. Still going. But yeah, this year, like I say, academics is important. I don't know how come like lately everybody's not how I know. I it's not wondering. I know that since 25, 30 years ago, all these fake gurus from America have been talking about school academics being nonsense and all that. They try to talk down academics so that they can sell their causes. But in my personal experience is this: academics is very important for whatever you're trying to do. Can you become a doctor without going to medical school? Can you become a lawyer without going to law school? Can you become an engineer and know how to build a bridge without learning how to? Then what makes you think that you can excel in the stock market without learning how to either? Academics is important. If you're not academically trained for something, then you're just not trained for something. I don't know when, like since 30 years ago, this silliness about that of like slamming down on academics is just pure silliness. It's just people trying to create the whole industry, the whole success coaching industry. That, oh, don't listen to your school, listen to me. Well, can I find a coach that allows me to become a doctor in 3 months? I want to be a doctor. Yeah, I want to try being a doctor in this life. Can I get a coach to teach me that in 3 months, how to be a doctor and then work in a hospital? No, cannot happen. So what makes you think that if it cannot happen for a doctor, cannot happen for a lawyer, cannot happen for an engineer, cannot happen for a pilot, it can happen for a stock market professional? That's why I keep telling young people to study hard. People don't like to hear this anymore. You need to not say study hard. I like to say study happily. You need to be passionate about schoolwork. This is what I tell all young people. Don't believe all those fake gurus and fake all these people. They'll lead you down the path of destruction. Getting a degree is important. If you want to even one day live in other countries, one day be able to work in other countries, I'm sorry. As a foreigner without even these days, as a foreigner without a master's degree, don't even think about working overseas anymore. Yeah, this is the reality of the world. Don't listen to all those fake gurus, please. Don't listen to all the fake success people, please. Academics is important, schoolwork is important, because this whole world is designed, the whole economic system is designed around this thing. If you don't have this thing, it's very hard for you to plug in. anywhere in the world. You don't have that freedom you're looking for. I won't have my freedom if I never had my degrees. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because back in China, the minimum requirement for foreigner to work in China to get a working visa in China was a master's degree. So without that, you can't even work in China. Come on, I won't have 10 years in China, right? This is a harsh truth. You want freedom, you gotta work for it. You want freedom, you gotta earn it. Freedom won't come from cursing and swearing at schoolwork and denying the value of academics, Okay, so nobody have anything left to say, or is it just a very big lag? I just wait 1 minute. If nobody has anything to add, then I'll end. DCM can sell the option course. I'm not doing any option course anymore. I'm not teaching anymore. I'm not teaching anymore, by the way, DCM. I stopped teaching since a few months ago. Yeah. Too lazy to teach. Nobody can pay me enough for my knowledge, to be honest. Nobody can pay me enough to be worth my time and effort and my knowledge. So I just don't do it. And also, like I said, without the necessary academic background, I find that just learning a strategy or a technique, ultimately you won't be successful in the long term. I see this truth very clearly these days. That's why, again, that's why I don't want to teach anymore. Maybe if I start teaching again, I want to make sure that I want to make it a requirement that they need a certain educational background. I'm gonna ask for that, at least a degree in economics or finance or finance related degree. I'm gonna require that for learning from me, because without that background, you're simply trying to build a house of cards. Your foundation is super shaky. Ultimately, you're gonna make nothing out of my knowledge in the long term, in the long run. So yeah, I'm gonna make it a rule. In future, if I teach again, I will only teach people with the necessary academic background. I'm sorry, but after decades of being in this business, this is the conclusion I come to that academics is important. Anna Capri, that's a good idea. Shish, I like your fan. Shish, I thought you left. It's been lurking, huh? Yeah, this fan was given to me by my master. I wrote this, by the way. He gave me an empty fan just before I left Japan. Anna Capri, they will appreciate more. It's not about appreciating. It's about having the foundational knowledge and understanding to understand and be able to apply my strategy in the first place, to make sense of what I'm teaching in the first place. I don't want to have to teach finance 101 and econs 101. I expect people who come to me already knowing how the financial market works, how financial engineering works, what's the implications of all these different things. Okay, I don't talk about all these things too much. I don't have to explain all these things and give people a crash course in econs and even how a spreadsheet works, or how to read a financial statement. I don't want to give a crash course on this kind of very basic things that you should learn in school. I teach the actual money making strategy. You need to come with the necessary foundational knowledge. Okay, that's why I stopped teaching, because too many people come to me without the necessary foundational knowledge. I find it frustrating and pointless. So I'm not doing it anymore. Shish. Now I'm lucky you can't carry a me Limpeh. So DCM, if you are really serious about going far in the capital markets, it's not too late to work hard still. Hamdram, oh, hello from Singapore. Wow, Hamdram, long time no see. Welcome. Been what? I haven't seen you in 3 days. Welcome to the final week of 2021. I'm just about ending this live stream and suddenly people are coming. This final week of 2021, I'm streaming from home. Yes, my favorite place to stream from, home. Hamdram, cheers mate. Thanks for your 100% warm welcome. Glad to drop by a live stream again. Oh, so got to show support for you. Yeah, thanks a lot. And yeah, so today's live stream have been about me. The first part I spent about 10 minutes talking about my predictions for the stock market in 2022. Okay, I gave the longest stock market talk that I've ever done online. Okay, in the first 10 minutes of this video. After that, we went into talking about how 2021 has turned out to be different or the same since last year this time, and I shared my story as well. After that, we spoke about. After that, we took an apartment tour of my place, and yeah. So all this, if you missed all, do rewatch today's live stream. Okay, because we are just about going to end. She's Hamdram, we have a word Hamdram. Oh, what's Hamdram in your language? Hamdram. First 10 minutes. Okay, I will rewatch the footage again. Okay. Hamdram, yes sir, I will listen to you, brother. You know, this brother phenomenon is something very, very, very weird for me as well. You know, when I grew up in the environment I grew up in Singapore, we never addressed each other by brother. Never before. I never heard that term before. Nobody call each other, hi bro, no, this kind of thing, no. Then after that, I spent 10 years in China. Of course, nobody hi bro. And then suddenly, after I left China and returned to the English-speaking world, everybody's calling me brother. You know, there's deep implications for calling me brother, you know. If you say I'm your brother, then I expect things to be done for me, you know. You call me brother, that means I'm your family. If I'm your family, there's responsibility. Are you ready for the responsibility of calling me your brother? I don't know why everybody's calling everybody brother, yeah, these days. It's like, to me, it's quite a shock, you know, because after I returned to the English-speaking world, after 10 years in China, suddenly everybody's calling me brother, you know, out of the blues. Like every Tom, Dick, and Harry, people I've not even met call me brother. Like, I thought like brother should be like something like really close, huh? Like, you call someone brother when he's like super close, you know. But even when he's super close, you don't call him brother lightly because there's responsibilities being a brother, yeah? I don't know, but people taking it very lightly these days, yeah? Shish. Hamdram means lover. Oh. Yeah, Hamdram is the lover Singaporean react. There you go. Lover Singaporean react. Mr. Lover. I'm gonna call you Mr. Lover. I love streaming from home. So good. Home is best. Shish. Did women call you Gaga in China? What's Gaga? What's Gaga? Or Hamdam, Singaporean. Oh no, long message incoming. Sorry. Capri. Brother is a term of endearment. It's like my dear kind of thing. It's my dear between men. You know, men we call, like when we address a lady, my dear. Hi darling. Darling. Is it darling between men? Does brother these days mean like darling, like is a way of saying darling between men and men? Hamdam. Ha 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 ha. What is hamdam? Oh my goodness. You really have no idea what it means. And you've been saying my name for so many weeks already. Oh, yeah, I don't know what it means though. Is there a meaning? Oh, well, the word hamdam means boring, monotonous, dull, plain, typical, normal, average, mundane, mediocre, uninteresting, unexciting, nothing special, ordinary, work a day, vanilla. Wow, you type all this within seconds. Man. Oh, you type really fast. Or do you type on the text document and then cut and paste? Forgive me, I'm really sorry for being an average Singaporean. Well, why are you sorry for being so? What, I don't even know what an average Singaporean even mean anymore. So Hamdam apologizes for the weirdest things. I don't understand. I will never apologize for things like that. But yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand his apologies half the time. Okay, and exactly, just more masculine. So brother is darling for men. Okay, now I know. So it's not traditional. It's not my traditional idea of brother. So sad. Shish. I mean, 哥哥. Right. No. Chinese girls don't say that. That's oppa. That's Korean. In Korean, yes, Korean girls call guys oppa. Call elder guys oppa, which means 哥哥. But 哥哥 is completely not used in China. It's a different culture. But this is used in Korea, where ladies call elder guys oppa. Oppa is 哥哥, by the way. Humdrum. Oh, react as in I do reaction videos. Oh, 2 a day. Wow. Though I'm extremely sorry, but I have to keep saying I'll drop it to 1 a day. Oh, hey, you apologize so much. I'm just gonna ignore your apologies from now on. You apologize for things that should not have been. You apologize for mistakes, for like, or honestly, nobody should even apologize for honest mistake, because it's honest mistake, meaning it's not intentional. So why are you sorry for something you cannot control? If you want to be sorry, you need to be sorry for something you knowingly harm someone, then you're sorry for it, right? But if it's not harming someone and it's not even knowingly doing so, there's no grounds for apologies. I rarely say I'm sorry about anything, by the way, because I'm very aware of whatever I do. And so if I knowingly do something bad, then there's nothing to apologize about, because I intended it to be so. What's there to apologize? And there's very little situation where I do harm unknowingly. And if that's so, then I still don't apologize. Why? Because I didn't intend it. It's not my fault. I don't know. I rarely apologize for anything, because apologies don't make a lot of sense to me. Kisha, do not apologize being real. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. You rarely. Have you guys ever seen me say sorry about anything? I always say I'm sorry about this. I'm not really apologizing. That's just a figure of speech. But I don't even remember when the last time I said sorry about anything. Shish, what did women call you in China then? I'm very curious. Oh, I don't know. By my name? Yeah. Like, address each other as very normal human beings. There's no special terms for this. People in China, whether female or male, all calls me by name. Yeah, nothing special. Nothing by gender. Hamdram, I don't think you should apologize. I disagree with you. Oh no, I really sorry that you disagree. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore apologetic post from now on. because honestly, this much apology is starting to sound like trolling. Okay, to be honest. Okay. Shish. Why are you so sad, Hamdram? We are just exchanging ideas. It's alright to disagree with each other. Yeah. It's alright to disagree. It's alright to not know. It's alright to be wrong. Yeah. Kisia also blur. Kisia. Sorry about what? Kisia also. What just happened? So funny. Why you look so sad? I see it in your post. Come on and talk to me now. And yes. Like I say, I'm gonna ignore all apologetic posts. Check battery level. Wow, still good. Shish. Play Justin Bieber. It's not too late to say sorry. I don't know anything about Justin Bieber. Kisia, what's the temperature today? Oh, warm like yesterday. 13, 14 Celsius. Warm day. Warm sunny day. Warm sunny day. I really like to stream at home. Streaming at home is so good. Stream at home, nothing happens. Stream at home, I save time. Streaming at home is so good. Oh, Joe Douche, long time. Wow, it's been long. How are you, buddy? Been a long time. I'll stand by your post. What post? I'll stand by your post. What post? Lamp post? I'll stand by your post. What does that mean? Anyone understand what this means? I'll stand by your post. Hamdram. Oh, thanks for your concern and worries. Not bad in Singapore. Quite cooling and refreshing today. Not too hot. Only 34 degrees Celsius. Extremely thankful. Oh, I hate to break it to you, Hamdram. Kisia is from Singapore, so she's not asking about Singapore. Jodos is the song you just sung. Oh, I don't actually know the title of this song. It's so long ago. It's from my middle school days. She's a Hamdram, neither have I. That's why I keep asking Limpeh. Even if he gets annoyed, he does answer though. You can also ask whatever. Don't be sorry. This is how we learn. Do I get annoyed? Yeah, I do. I do get annoyed. But I understand that I get annoyed for the moment at whatever is being said. That's all. Not at the person. Like I talk shit about DCM all the time, but I'm nothing against him as a person. I'm still always welcoming and friendly to him. Until then, like I'm always about whatever is happening right here, right now. Not about the story. I don't care about the story or the history. Whatever you call history, whatever is in your brain, of course, that's the story world, yeah. Hamdram. Oh no, that was awkward. It's from Singapore. Yeah, Kisha from Singapore. It's human to be annoyed. Shish. My dad just brought me lotus seed. I'm gonna enjoy this. See you. Have a good day. Have a good day, shishis. Namaskaram. Thanks for coming. And yeah, guys, 1 hour 45 minutes. Let's try to close this now. Any final words? As we step into this final week of 2021, any final words? Bye, Anna from Italia. Italiano. No final words? If not, then thank you guys for joining me on this final Monday of 2021. Yes, that's the gravity of today, you know. You guys realize that this is the final Monday of 2021? Yeah. Kisha, will it be a special day on New Year's Eve? Nah, not likely. Every year New Year's Eve I spend at home. Every single year. As far back as I can remember. Even with Limbu, we spend New Year's Eve at home. Even in China, I spend New Year's Eve at home. Even in Korea, I spend New Year's Eve at home. I always do New Year countdown at home. Always. Even in New York. Even in New York, we don't go to Times Square. We count down at home. To me, New Year's Eve is a home thing. Yeah. I've never been outside on New Year's Eve. Probably ever, you know. I don't ever remember being outside on New Year's Eve. Joe, do you see Animaniac back then? Oh, Animaniac. Yeah. It's Pinky and the Brain. Oh, my favorite, man. Pinky and the Brain is so good, you know. Pinky and the Brain is the deepest, most spiritually true cartoon I've ever watched in my life. Pinky and the Brain. You know, behind all that humor, there's a very dark and sinister truth, you know. Kisha, I mean live stream. Not likely. Unlikely, just do it at home. You know, Kisha, I'm not sure if you noticed by now, but I don't do interesting things. I don't really go to interesting places. I just hang out in my area. And my live stream has always been just this chit chat thing. It's never been to going to interesting places or doing interesting things. Yeah. Because then it'll be really work, you know. It's hard work, you know. Already talking for 2 hours is hard work. And now I have to spend another 1 hour on the road just getting things set up. Man, that's 3 hours of work. And then I did for 3 hours of work every single day. That I expect to be paid, man. Hamdam, that's great. She's thanks for dropping by. You seem like an absolutely outstanding and incredible individual to chat with on stream. Genuinely and truly hopeful that you have an awesomely amazing and excellent day ahead, mate. Thanks. Kisia, yes, avoid the crowd. Yeah. You know, when I was in Shanghai, New Year Eve countdown along the Waitan Shanghai Tan is a big thing. No, I've never even been there once. Yeah, in all 5 years, I've never been to the Bun countdown, not even once. Kisia, me too, cozy at home. Yeah, especially on festive season. Yup. Humdrum at Joyce, at Joe Douche. Is it alright for me to ask which is your 100% favorite out of the list of classics in Animaniacs? Well, I'm surprised Humdrum knows about Animaniacs. Humdrum, I'm a huge fan too, and I am extremely interested to meet a fellow someone who likes it too. And I'm gonna skip the final sentence. I'm surprised you know about Animaniacs, by the way. That it occurred to me that because you didn't know what acne is, You probably didn't know. Probably not from that era. I'm just hanging around a little bit because I see this new conversation going on right now. Yeah? But if there's no follow up to this conversation, I'll end. Okay. So nobody's carrying on the Animaniacs conversation, so we shall end. Thank you guys once again for joining my live stream on this final Monday of 2021. Join me tomorrow for the final Tuesday of 2021. And thanks Hamdam for coming in. Missed you for 3 days. And everyone else. Oh, retro, you're very late. I'm ending like right now. Yeah. Thanks for popping in, right? And yep, guys. See you guys tomorrow for the final Tuesday of 2022. And enjoy your final Monday of 2021. Tomorrow will join me on the final Tuesday of 2021. Enjoy your final Monday of 2021. Okay, this is the gravity of it. This is the final Monday of 2021. Right? There's not gonna be another one. Make it worth. Annyeong.